My name is Eleanor Henderson. I'm a professor here at Ithaca College in the Department of Writing. This is my 5th year teaching here. And I wrote a book called 10,000 Saints, which has been translated to film. The book is based on the world that my husband grew up in. My husband, Aaron, is the same age as Jude, came of age at the same time, and came of age in a similar world. He was living on St. Mark's Place in New York City with his mother and was really involved in the straight edge scene. So I was fascinated by that world and knew that that would be a world that had a lot of rich stories in it. But not everything terrible in the world happened to my husband, right? That's the writer's job, is to throw as much hardship at your characters as possible. I teach here, by the way, a course called Short Stories on the Screen, an Ithaca seminar, just by chance, because I'm really interested in the art of adaptation. I thought about the book quite cinematically when I was writing it. I even wrote it as a screenplay for a short time as I was trying to imagine what it might look like on the screen. I like movies a lot, and I like novels a lot, and I like the sort of space that they inhabit when they overlap. A friend of a friend, a producer named Luca Borghese, had read it, and a friend of mine had given it to him, and so those two connected, the producer and the director-screenwriter, and found out that the rights were available at that time, and so I got an email out of the blue. It was a very nice email. I had just woken up from a nap. I remember thinking I was still dreaming. Yeah, it was incredibly unreal, to see like 10 or 12 takes of the same scene. And, what was strange is that I'm standing at the back of this room and watching this whole thing take place, and everyone else is just at work for the day. Everyone else is just working. And, they're doing their job, and they're doing a really good one, and, the caterers are coming in, and everyone is moving all the equipment and the lights around, and I'm the one who's having this, like, transformative experience standing in the back of the room behind 12 people behind the monitors just weeping, watching these characters saying words that I'd written. It's shot really fast. It's shot in 28 days, very cold days in February last year, and I was there for maybe, 5 of them, not enough. But it was enough just to get a sense of, the magnitude of the experience, and also just the magnitude of the process. I'm absolutely in awe of the way that a film gets made. And this is a little movie. This is a little independent movie. It doesn't even have a distributor yet. That's one of the reasons why we're bringing it to Sundance. But so much work goes into making a movie. Just 100 people on set who know exactly what they're doing. It made me really glad that I had just, decided to release creative control and leave it to the experts, because they didn't need me. But I knew, I had a very good feeling about these filmmakers and trusted them. And even though they didn't call me up and say, hey, what do you think about this scene? We're thinking of cutting these 3 chapters into one. They ended up making those choices, and they were really good ones. So much of the book has been condensed, and a lot of it is missing, and I don't miss it, which is a good sign. I was sitting in the screening room with my husband, and at the end of the movie he said, oh yeah, all those characters aren't even in the movie, and I went, oh yeah, I didn't even miss them. The film version of 10,000 Saints stars Ethan Hawke, Asa Butterfield, Haley Steinfeld, Emily Mortimer, Julianne Nicholson, Avon Jogia, and they all did a wonderful job. And the film is going to be premiering at the Sundance Film Festival on January 23rd, and we're hoping to pick up a distributor. This is where films get bought, and if all goes well, hopefully it will be in theaters this spring or summer. Well, I have to admit that I have had a huge crush on Ethan Hawke since I was approximately 15 years old, when reality bit me. Some of you will get that. And some people don't know that Ethan Hawke is also an author, and he has a novel called The Hot Estate that came out in 1995, I think, and I bought it then in hardback and loved it, and it's quite good. And so I've admired him long for his acting and his writing, and so I actually brought on the set my copy of The Hot Estate, and he signed it for me in a very endearing way, so that is one of my treasured objects. I think they might take something slightly different away from the film, and that's okay with me. It's really a movie about a family. The book is a book about a family, but it's also very much about a boy coming of age against the backdrop of the straight edge scene. That drops away a little bit in the movie, and I think for the better. I think if anything, the movie will have a larger reach think it's a beautiful movie about an untraditional family doing its best.